This is the Steiner Micro Pistol Sight, and I'm Mike with the Hunt Fish Shoot channel. Today, I'm going to be covering all the aspects of this red dot and also cover how it performs on the Springfield Echelon pistol.
She come out of break of night, and the pink skies waving goodbye.
Starting out, the Steiner MPS is a micro pistol sight or a small red dot that is most suited for maybe a shotgun application, offset red dot, or more importantly in this case, on our Springfield Echelon. With this, the cut itself or the mounting platform is an Acro style footprint, so it clamps on to a plate that's here on our Echelon. With the Steiner MPS using the Acro footprint, you do actually need a plate from Springfield Armory, but that plate fits on here, fits the recoil bosses and the pins, is machined well, has a good overall fit and finish, and is a good solid lockup. And then on top of all of that, using the MPS on the Echelon, you get about a lower, let's say 1/4 co-witness through here. So easy, good co-witness through here. And it's not so much that you can't see the red dot. I think it's just right. The Steiner MPS has a 3.3 MOA red dot on it with brightness functions on the left side control panel here that goes up and down. There are 2 night vision settings and 8 brightness settings total. This dot, when we shot it, I was actually shooting into the sun, into a, let's say, midday sun, and I had no issues with, number 1, glare whatsoever, which I've seen on multiple other red dots. And then in addition to that, I didn't have any issues finding the proper brightness setting. This dot has no issues whether it's dark or whether it's bright out. And it's really nice to be able to find that just right brightness setting on this red dot. On the back of the Steiner MPS, it does have adjustments for elevation and windage. The clicks themselves are 1 MOA adjustments. They are tactile, they are somewhat audible. They're just right for getting the proper adjustment, and I didn't have any issues in getting this thing zeroed quickly. And also in addition to that, I've zeroed one on an AR rifle with a 45 offset, and then obviously here on our Echelon. Easy adjustments, easy to get. The battery on here is going to be a 1632. It has actually a witness mark up here, which you can use a screwdriver to open it and tighten it back down, and it is watertight. These are waterproof, shockproof, and fogproof. The lenses, they are protected here on the front, so if you had to use this pistol to actually rack it against something, like a table here, it's not going to break your lens, it's not going to damage it. There's actually a little bit of an overhang on there. Now the back doesn't have that overhang, but you don't need that. Several people have drop tested these, and they are, let's say, drop tested. They do well, they do not break, and it's a very functional red dot. I think that this thing really fills a good role for a duty pistol or somebody who is in a serious self-defense situation or combat, because you're not having that open emitter and you have a closed emitter in here, inside here like a standard tube red dot, and it makes it so you're not gonna get dust and all kinds of garbage on your emitter itself. Now, battery life. Battery life is going to be 13,000 hours on here with those multiple brightness settings. And then you're also going to have an auto shut off function, which you can actually lock out. Performance wise, very, very easy to pick up the dot with this. It has a good overall window size. I would say it's larger than the rest of the competition out there. It's not the largest on the market. However, it finds a very good spot in a lineup in a very crowded market of red dots, that I found the glass very crisp, very clean, and a good overall window for picking up and getting good dot acquisition, whether it be fast or slow, at distance, or whatever you have. I don't think whatsoever the Steiner MPS is going to handicap you. In fact, out on the range, picking up the dot with the Steiner MPS is very easy. Whether you're coming from the holster and doing fast draws or practicing draw speed, you have no issue picking up that dot. It's very easy to see. In addition to that, under recoil, easy to find as well. And in general, using the Springfield Echelon, that dot is never really leaving that window, and I'm picking it up very quickly after every single shot and not having a single issue with losing the dot. The overall design of the Steiner MPS is very aesthetically pleasing. A lot of the other, let's say, closed emitter red dots across the market, they're blocky, and some of them, they just look like trash. That's not the case with the MPS. It has good lines, has good features on it, has things to protect the dials on it, has things to protect the buttons on the side, things to protect the glass. It just seems really well built, and on top of all that, it looks really good on the Springfield Echelon. I've had no issues with this red dot. Again, on an AR platform, and this dot itself that's on this pistol probably has roughly about 1,500 AR rounds through it on an AR rifle, and about another 1,000 here on this handgun itself. So for me, it's proven durability, it's shown durability, and Steiner themselves builds a product that is made for people who go into harm's way, and the Steiner MPS is no exception to that.